Josie has two data sets she's working with. Both sets have an outlier. Calculate the mean, median, mode and range for each data set. So, let's start with the mode. I'm going to put a line down the middle. So the mode for this data set here is going to be the value with the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 7, and therefore the mode score is 2. Over here, again the highest frequency is 7, and so the mode is 2. I'll do the range as well because the range is nice and easy. So the highest piece of data here is 10. Here the lowest piece is 0. So the range is 10, and it's the same for this second data set. Now we need to know how many pieces of data there are, both for finding the mean and the median. So 3 and 5 is 8, and 7 is 15. 4 is 19, 22, 24, 25. There's 25 pieces of data in this set. 2 and 3 is 5, 7 is 12, 5 is 17, 4 is 21, and 2 is 23, and 1 is 24. So for the median of the first data set, we know there's 25 pieces of data. Add 1, divide by 2, gives us 13. So we're after the 13th piece of data. So 3 pieces of data here. This is something called a cumulative frequency. Add 5 is 8. Add 7 is 15. And therefore the 13th piece of data would be between the 8th and 15th. So it would be a 2. So the median here is equal to 2. Over here we've got 24 add 1 divided by 2. That's 12.5, and that means we need to find the 12th and the 13th piece of data. And we're going to be halfway between those. Well, 2, then 5, 12, 17. The 12th piece of data is a 2. The 13th piece of data is a 3. So we're halfway between 2 and 3. So the median here is 2.5. Now, finding the mean, we need to do score times frequency. So 0 times 3 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 7 is 14, 3 times 4 is 12, 4 times 3 is 12, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 1 is 10. And adding those up will give us the total for the data when we add all the data up. So I've got 5, add 14, add 12, add another 12, add 10, add another 10. So that's 63. And we'll do the same for the other data set while we're at it. 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 7 is 14, 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 1 is 10. And let's add those up. So that's going to be 3, add 14, add 15, add 16, and the 2 10s at the bottom is 68. So for the first set, we know that the mean is going to be 63 divided by 25, and we'll we'll calculate that. So 63 divided by 25, 2.52. And over here, the mean would be 68 divided by 24. So 68 divided by 24 is 2.83 recurring. Now, Josie decides that the outliers should be omitted from her calculations. What will that have? What effect will that have on each of her statistics? Well, the mode, no change. The range would reduce because we've removed something at the end. Now, for this one, we would now have 24 pieces of data. So like this one, we'd need to be between the 12th and 13th. But from our cumulative frequency, we can see the 12th and 13th. Remember, the 8th piece would be the last one, and the 15th would be the last two. The 12th and the 13th are still going to be 2. So no change. And the mean, of course, would reduce because we've removed a piece of data that is greater than the mean. Over here, no change to the mode again. The range would, of course, reduce. Now, the median for this one, we've now got 23 pieces of data. 23 plus 1 divided by 2 is 12. The 12th piece of data is a 2. So the median is now 2. So the median has changed. It didn't change for this data set, but it did change for the one on the right-hand side. And the mean, of course, would reduce because we've removed a piece of data at the top end.